So your elevator pitch is a way to share your expertise and credentials quickly and effectively with people who don't know you. Okay, so the thing is that, in the job interviews, we always, if you're good, if you feel like you are qualified for the job, okay, you want to share as much as you can. But we forget about one thing is that how to connect with other people, okay? The first thing is that you have to try to be very likable. All right? How do you be likable? It's very tricky because some people would say naturally, genetically, or whatever, the personality that makes people likable and not likable. But you can actually present yourself as a personal brand that you are a likable person. So how do you do that? It's actually your voice and body language that consist most of communication success. Your body language is 58% of communication. So how do you present yourself? Your body speaks a lot of volume, okay? And also your voice, okay, is 37%. That's your tone of voice. Some people say it's intonation, and tonality is actually the whole thing about communication. Your voice, your words, your body language. But your tone is 37%. And the rest would be your words. So a lot of people, even including myself, I strongly believe it's not what you said, it's how you said it, okay? So information, expertise, credentials, it's not the information that you need to include. It's also the body language, your tone. How do you sound professional? It's not the thing, not so much the things you've done in the past, because the key understanding is that they don't know you, so how should they trust you? Okay, so we have to give them help for them to trust you. Okay, so elevator pitch, you have to practice, okay? Not just the words, but your body language, your tone. Okay, so let's keep going. So expertise and credential is not just the information you include, it's also your presence. How do you stand? How do you sit? Where do you put your hands? Okay, do you touch your face often? Okay, so do you play with your fingers? All those things are evidence of you as a person, your qualities, okay? So you've got to keep everything in mind. So strategies is what we talk about. It's not just the words. So let's take a look at this one. So the principle number one is it has to be brief. We keep talking about it because 30 to 60 seconds is kind of short. So limit your entire speech to 30 to 60 seconds, or you may lose the attention of the listener. So you always have to practice and time yourself in a natural speed. You don't talk like a salesperson. You want to talk like a professional. So what's the question? How do you present yourself as a professional? You have to consider your tone, your body language, as we discussed, and time yourself. You have to sound very calm, not excited. You can sound enthusiastic without acting very excited. You don't want to sound like, hi, my name is Ross Chen, I'm so nice to meet you. You sound like a salesperson. But, hi, my name is Ross Chen. It's a pleasure to be here. That's professional, very calm, because professionals would have a lot of opportunities, and this interview is an opportunity I also give to the company. It's not just the company inviting me, but I invite the company to look at me as a professional and see if there is opportunities to cooperate in the future. So limit your answer, record it, practice, and you have to sound natural. You don't want to sound like a robot. 30 to 60 seconds. Next principle, elevator pitch should be clear. Okay, so elevator pitch has to be very, very carefully constructed. So clear means that state your skills and potential benefit to the company. Use everyday language because jargon varies from offices to offices. Okay, so that means that the skill that you talk about and potential benefits has to be related to the company that you're looking for a job from. Okay, so that means that the company's benefit would be something that you need to consider. What can you bring to the table for that particular company? And use conversational language. You don't want to use jargon. Jargon means technical words, difficult words, or words only specific groups would understand. Because office to office, they might use different terminologies. So you want to use everyday language. You don't want to use like a fancy professional lingos, okay? That might confuse the audience. And for interviewers, it would not be a good chance to show off your knowledge because it would be very difficult for interviewers to ask, so what does CRM means, okay? So what does this and that means? So the interviewer has to interrupt your response and ask about clarifications. Then it also interrupt your flow as well. So don't use difficult jargons, technical words, okay? So should be very clear. You don't want to confuse people. So skills and potential benefits to that company, not the skills you have for, a lot of skills. Okay, you can play this musical instrument or some other things that's not related to the job. All right. Principle number 3, elevator pitch should be ambitious. What does that mean? Include a personal goal. It's very important, okay? In self-introduction, okay, people always talk about, especially like people who are looking for jobs for the first few times. So tell me about yourself. Well, I am a recent graduate from, NYC, for example. And I live in Taipei, but my family is from Kaohsiung. And I have, so you start playing with your shirt. I have 3 brothers at home, and I play basketball. So if I were the interviewer, I would say, stop, there's a door. Please show yourself out, okay? I'm not hiring a child. I'm hiring a professional. So it has to include what you want to do about your career in the future. So you include, in 60 seconds or under, you include crucial messages that you want the interviewers to hear. Your skills and benefits related to the job, and also your personal goal. What do you want? Okay, what do you need to do with your career in 5 years from now, 10 years from now? So demonstrate intellectual curiosity and drive. So when you say something about your career goal, that means that I want to advance. Okay, so I hope that I can advance to positions of responsibilities. That means managers. So later on, the follow-up questions the interviewer might ask you is that, how would you develop your skills to become a manager throughout your career? Then you can discuss that, okay, the skills that I may not have right now is that, this, and that. And you can get into details, but prepare for that, okay? So intellectual curiosity. So the interviewer will be curious about your personal goal, your drive, what drives you towards as a professional. You indicate that you will grow as the company does. So if you have a personal goal that aligns with the company's growth and also shows that you are willing to contribute in this company in the long run. So you're not just trying to get a job for 1 or 2 years and then you go to somewhere else, or you want to study abroad, or you want to advance to tech companies.